Welcome, everybody. This is Pastor Virgil Humes from New Hope Baptist Church in Wayne, Michigan, coming to you with another episode from Checklist for Life, a timeless strategy for making the most of life's challenges and opportunities. I want to talk with you today about selfishness. Are you selfish, or do you know someone that's selfish? The topic today is it's all about me. It's all about me. In Philippians chapter 2, verse 3, from the New King James Version, the scripture reads, "Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem others better than himself." We are living in the me generation, but unlike many other generations, this one has been going on for thousands of years. Beginning with the first time someone said, "Hey, that's mine," or somebody said, "Give it back." The driving philosophy of this generation has been, it's all about me. Today, the philosophy informs the lifestyle of millions of folks across the globe, though it seems particularly popular with Americans in this century, the 21st century. From the young who say in a word or deed, "I am the center of the known universe," to the not so young who put their personal interests ahead of everybody else's, this approach to life has become commonplace. Paul, in his letter to the Philippians, reduces this philosophy of life to rubble with a pronouncement that it's better to seek the good of others than to take care of number one. Selfishness is like a virus that's spread through advertisements, through the corporate world, and even through contact with other folks, even in our own homes. However, Paul's caution to the Philippians reaches across time today. Don't think only of yourself, Paul might say. Instead, give your time, give your talent, and even money to help somebody else. Being thankful for all that you have right now can help fight off selfishness or a selfish virus. Look around at everything you have. Without comparing your things with those that others have, humbly consider all the gifts that God has given you and be grateful. Say thank you. Stop buying into the world's philosophy of success. According to the world, the person who dies with the most stuff wins the race of life. But God says, no, that's not it. Success in God's eyes is all about how you live in relationship to Him and to other folks. Do you love others? Do you serve others? Do you give sacrificially to somebody else? That's what makes you successful in God's eyes. Rediscover the value of relationships. Consider the needs of others. Each person you run into on any given day is dealing with the trials of life just like you are. You're not the only one who has a difficult job. You're not the only one that has a troublesome relative living with you, or a car that doesn't start on a cold morning. Invest yourself in the lives of somebody else. Ask them how they're doing. Reduce the number of I messages and spend more time listening. Look for ways to help somebody else through life's challenges, and your own life will be enriched in ways that selfish pursuits could never match. Now, I have a couple affirmations I want you to agree to, yes or no. I want you to say yes or no to these 3 affirmations, and they're all I will affirmations. Here's the first one. I will realize that selfishness is a driving motivation for many people's lives. I will realize that selfishness is a driving motivation for many people's lives. The second affirmation is this. I will examine what it means to give unselfishly to others. I will examine what it means to give unselfishly to others. And the third, I will look for self-worth in relationships rather than in possessions. I will look for self-worth in relationships rather than in possessions. And then here are 3 assignments for you to consider. 3 things to do. First of all, ask God to give you a heart of generosity. Secondly, read Acts chapter 4, verses 30 through and 35. Again, read Acts chapter 4, verses 34 and 35, and come up with one practical way you might apply the message of this passage in your own life. And the third thing I want you to do is review your calendar and determine one way you can change things so you can give more time to somebody else. And here's a couple scriptures I want you to remember as we close. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 24, the scripture says, "Let no one seek his own, but each one the other's well-being." Let no one seek his own, but each one the other's well-being. And then in the Gospel of Luke 6, verse 35, "Love your enemies, do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be the sons of the Most High. for he is kind to the unthankful and the evil. Mother Teresa leaves us with this quote, Lord, grant that I may seek to comfort rather than be comforted. Again, here's another checklist for your life. Check this box off about selfishness. It's all about me. God bless you and have a wonderful and great day. Be blessed today and bless somebody else.